All right, guys, we are officially back from the Philly card show. Might seem a bit tired. That is the case. 21 hours, a little bit longer than that, but that was my day yesterday. So this is Sunday after the show. Here are all these pickups. Start going through them. So we're going to go through the raw section first, and then also this large nap at the very end. But we're going to, if you haven't watched the vlog, and you're just looking at the pickups, we're going to turn this over for now. Okay. So first we have this 1932 caramel of Chuck Klein. I got this thrown into a deal for a Babe Ruth, which you'll see in that stack over there. These are always pretty popular when I end up purchasing them, and couldn't pass that one up. We have a lot of batter ups. So got a bunch of Hall of Famers. You got Vaughn, Earl, Lefty Grove, Lazary, Gehringer again, Simmons. So really nice cards. I just got a Jimmy Fox that was graded. A lot of sets have been based around these as well, both also from Topps. You guys know some of the stand-ups that they did, and also the 37 OPGs. So while not the most popular in the hobby, definitely has inspired. Next, we have 839 play ball, but this is a really cool example because it is a sample. You guys can check that one out right there. Always wanted to have a sample, but this one isn't going to go to my PC. I think one day I'm going to try to save up for a TED, but really cool. Get that over here. Then we got, I'll show you guys these two cards first. So we got this Roberto Clemente. I found it raw. I honestly think it's really nice. I'm hoping it gets a 6. Realistically, I think it gets a 5.5, but we'll see how this ends up grading. The corners are really sharp. Color is really good as well. You guys can see the back on this. I mean, it's just a really nice looking clean card, just a little OC, but we'll end up seeing what that is. How I bought it. If it comes back a 5, I make a little bit, like maybe 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever. But if it comes back a 6, there's a lot of room there. So I thought it was worth the chance on it. I can't see it getting under a 5, especially with how nice it is. So we'll see how that ends up going. Also in that deal, picked up this right over here, American Oil, Mickey Mantle. Don't see these all the time, and it's actually a pretty clean looking card. So I don't know if we're going to grade this or just sell it raw. I have to do a little bit more research on how they grade these, especially with the perforations over there. But you guys can see that over there. You can win Corvettes with the one and only Mickey Mantle. Okay. So the rest of these I ended up buying in a lot. So it was like $700 or something like that. Pretty much all Hall of Famers. There's some comments thrown in here too. So I'll show you guys that right over here. So this is pretty cheap, right? 39 play ball. Clark Griffith, Hall of Famer, T206. That over there as well. John McGraw. I'll show you guys the backs too. This has some staining on it. All right, Clark Griffith portrait. Rabbit, Marinville. Always a really popular player. Sam Rice. Jennings. T205 action over here. Clark Griffith once again. Fred Clark, a little paper loss in that one. Lefty O'Doul, not a Hall of Famer. Might one day. So I got Paul and Lazary once again for 33 Gaudy. So most of these, I'm not gonna even say most of these. I'm pretty sure all these aren't going to be graded. They're just going to be raw card sales because they're lower grade stuff. Nothing that'll probably get a 2 or anything like that. But I'll end up seeing if there's any possibilities on those. But cheap pre-war of Hall of Famers, people always want to have that. All right, so before I show you guys my favorite pickup of the show, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You guys heard how much time it took for the card show vlog yesterday. Put a lot of effort into videos on my channel, trying to get at least 3-4 uploads every single week. Subscribing helps out the YouTube algorithm. 100% free. All right. Boom. 1905 Nap Lajoie. Now, Lajoie has a lot of earlier cards. He has some cabinets which I don't know if I want a cabinet yet in my collection. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that for sure. They just take up a lot of space. I do think they are really cool, but that's the only issue. The one nap that I really want, and it's probably way outside my budget, is the 1903 E107. But until then, I'm happy with having this as the nap in my PC. So these were distributed only in the Cleveland area, to my knowledge. Now, this card originally has some bottom over here. Someone decided to cut it, and you just have this over here for the imagery. But this card has not sold since 2016. The one that sold 16 was the full image and had a clean back. So I'll show you guys the back that I have on it. Fortunately, it was posted in an album, and you guys can see all this on the back. But like, honestly, beggars are choosers. Like, you don't get the opportunity to buy a card like this, and might have overpaid a little bit. I paid $2,500 for this card, but I thought it was really cool. So I'm gonna sell some stuff in my PC to afford this purchase, and I don't know what I'll be selling yet. I'll try to figure it out, and this will definitely be towards the top of my list when I am doing, I don't know if I'm gonna do a top 100 or top 500 cards at the very end of the year, but I thought this was really, really cool. Okay, so up next, I ended up picking this up for Dallas Subfan on Twitter, and honestly, like, this is the type of card I would really want at my PC. Check out the patches on this. Melot 101 from Sterling. Such a cool card. I don't know if this is like pants or a jersey or what the case is, but this is really, really cool. So if you guys are looking for cards that are over like $500 at card shows, hit me up. I want to help you find some really rare stuff for your PC. Okay, so we're going to go into the next stack. And what we have over here first is a really nice 1953 Bowman Mantle in E2. Now, the reason why it's a 2, and I don't know how well the lighting is going to show it, but there's like a line that goes across from over here to there, like a scratch, and then there's a like very small surface wrinkles on it. But like from far away, this thing looks beautiful. It just, you have to have it in the right lighting. And like, even then it's hard to see. And then on the back, you guys can see this over here. But like, this is probably the cleanest 2 I've ever seen. Just a beautiful copy. So for like, this is a great card for someone that wants to have like a 4 or 5, but has the budget for a little bit higher than a 2. It's just how it presents. And sometimes you got to buy those type of cards. There's definitely buyers out there for that. So I ended up picking this up in a lot. Next, you have a 1962 Aaron in a 5. Followed by a 62 McCovey in a 5, which is a high numbered card. So people building sets want to have these, and also McCovey collectors. Pretty still early in his career. Al Kaline in a 5. Roberto Clemente also in a 5. 1965. Lots of 5s, I'm saying. Speaking of 5s, we have a 1963 Frank Robinson. Jackie Robinson in a 1. Tons of creases on this one. What's up with these 62s and 5s? We got a Koufax also in a 5. The 33. Mel Ott in a 3. Minozo, this got a 2. Don't know if I consider it a rookie card because he has his earlier Cuban card, but for a lot of people, his 52s count as that. And Babe Ruth. So this is a nice example. You guys can look at the corners on this. Obviously, someone cut it pretty poorly, but it is a sharp-looking Babe Ruth card. So those are my Philly card show pickups. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to watch another video right here. I'll see you next time.